Okay, so currently, my camera wanted to over capture my voice, which is cool because otherwise I didn't have any idea how I was gonna take this video. So today I wanna talk about a specific topic, which I don't know if you guys are gonna be interested or not, but yeah, and I'm not gonna be able to see myself because I have the script on the screen and I also have myself on the screen. Okay, so let's do this. While I was under, first of all, while I was writing this, like I just didn't care if it sounded good or bad or like anything. I'm just using this channel as like a way of documenting myself. So if you guys are bored from this topic, just you can leave the video whenever you want. If you want to listen, be my guest, listen. If you want to like make a comment about it, comments are down there. Um, yeah, and if you guys want me to talk about these kinds of topics, I don't know if I am able to do it or not, but maybe it's gonna feel good. I hope, and maybe I'll do it often. Maybe I'll do it never. Who knows? So I might look at this pen. So not pen. It's a pencil. Orange. Doesn't take orange. Let's take blue. Oh, I do have a lot of blue. One, two, three. Okay. I have three blues, which are already off topic because I have written it and I don't want to rate it, but I need to, and I'm going to. I cannot also see myself. It actually freaks me a little. Okay, it's already been 2 minutes. This video is gonna be a little long. So, the topic I want to talk about is home. General home. Um, the idea of home is actually pretty simple. I mean, the meaning is simple. Everybody knows it. Like it's not something subjective. It's just where you live, right? Mm, I don't feel like it's just where you live. I feel like it's a feeling. A, like I don't know. I just feel like it's a subjective thing, and it's actually a feeling. So, for me to explain this topic, like the thing I mean, I need to go back a little to early months of 2020, so like about 6 years. Um, in the early months of 2020, my parents got divorced, which I did not get affected too much because like they were arguing and like having real breakdowns, meltings, all that stuff. And I was telling them like, break up, get divorced. Maybe you guys both need some time. Maybe you'll get back together. I didn't actually. I was thinking that if they got divorced, they're just gonna go on with their lives and be happy, because they were miserable. They were making their lives miserable too, always shouting and everything. Um, and they did get divorced, and I was pretty happy for both of them. And I did not get affected because I knew that the divorce is not about me. It's not because they love me less. It's not because they love me more. It had nothing to do with me. I was just in the middle of it. Um, yeah, but I mean, the marriage was not. So, after the divorce, me and my mom lived my mom's mom, my grandma, for 5, maybe 6 months, maybe a little less. I don't remember those times so much because it was COVID, messy, you know. Then we moved into a apartment, a flat, which was really small. My room was small. The whole apartment was really, really small, and like our home was really big. It was like duplex. So we had garden, we had grass, we had I mean like an American house. Um yeah, so it was pretty small, but we were happy. Like I was happy. My mom was like getting back on on her feet and being happy. It was what mattered. And for like 1 to 1.5 years, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, not sure. We stayed there, and then we moved to somewhere else, a bigger apartment. While we were staying at there, my mom and dad started talking again, and they got back together. Um, and for after like a couple of months, my dad started living with us. So we lived in that house for 4 years, but I didn't actually because my university was starting and I had to leave it. I was like coming and going, but I had another house, I had another home at that point, and like it's different. When I started university, I started living with my high school friends for 1.5 years, I think. Maybe one. No, not 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 years. We lived for, am I wrong? I'm not sure. I, yeah, it was 1.5 years, I guess. My house was my room was really small, the smallest room I've ever got. If I can find a photo, I'll just put it. Just a bed and a tiny little space. I didn't have a table to work or do anything basically. And after 1.5 years, I mean, the whole home was big. Like we had a huge living room, which we always hanged out and all. I didn't mind living in a small room because I was just, going to bed and waking up. And as soon as I wake up, I could just go into the living room. Didn't really matter. Like the space that I have was not limited to that room. After I moved out, um, I have lived with my cousin for 1.5 years. And for the last 3 months, I have been living in that home too, but I'm by myself. My cousin is not here, isn't not with me, but it's their house. So, um, while I was in high school, like they were actually living there with my aunt, or like my aunt, not my aunt. Oh my god, wait, doesn't matter. With my cousin's mom, with his sister, with his dad. They were living there, and we used to go there, to like dinner. Sometimes I stayed there for a day, maybe 2 days. But it was always in my head, their house. And it's still their house. I mean, they're not just, it's just they're not living there. So I lived there for over two, like for 2 years, about something like that. and my parents moved to another home here, home I'm currently in, to recording this video. Mm, yeah, Victor, where am I at? Okay, yeah. So, to wrap everything up, I have 5 different homes since COVID, which means one home every year, something like that. It's not that, but something like that, And now that I look back, none of the houses felt like home. The my first house, the house I born and lived through my years since I was 16, 17. I had my own room, we had a roof, and too I was excited. I was gonna decorate that room and turn it into like a teenage cave or something like that, like the like man cave. I don't know. I was going to buy some LEDs, put my Legos in there into shelves. I had something in mind. I couldn't do it because they got divorced and we had to move out. But it was okay, I was okay with it because I was gonna have my room somewhere else. But I didn't. I just didn't. None of the houses felt like home. They never felt like home. I mean, they always felt like a trip to someone's house, not our little house that I lived with my mom, not the big one that my dad joined us, not the one I had in university, neither the house I'm currently living in. I mean, my cousin's house. They always felt like I was living in someone else's room. Like they always feel like a trip. Like it's like I'm from somewhere else and I need a place to stay for a couple of weeks. And you go there, you stay there, and you go back to home, right? I never go back to home because the places that I lived was supposed to feel like home, but they didn't. They never did. I got sleep deprived. I couldn't sleep. I was just, uh, I don't know, like, that's why I can just, at this point in my life, I can just say that home is not the house you live in. Like, it's a feeling. When you may be staying in a house, but it's not your home. When I go to that house that I grew up in, that still feels like home. But there are other peoples living in there. I don't know. It's just the home for me, it's a feeling so powerful that makes you find yourself living through life just so you can finally escape from a house to your home. Like, when I started decorating, when I just wanted to, when I like have a teenage room, I was gonna decorate it. I don't know, buy some wallpapers, do some crazy stuff. I couldn't do it, never, because we were always a tenant and the homeowner did not approve. Because why would he approve? I'm a fucking teenager who wants to paint bullshit things onto his house. Every house that I lived in for the last 5, maybe 6 years, they always felt like a house that I was just using. every room I had slept, it felt like I was just staying for a period. It never felt like home. But this room that I'm currently in feels like home. I'm pretty surprised. Like, I didn't see this room while my parents were moving in because I had exams. But, like, it's not big. I never wanted something big. Maybe it's because my parents are actually happy. Maybe it's because something else. I don't know why, but it just feels good. Feeling in a home, feeling like you're living in your home, not in a house. It doesn't feel like it's a phase that I'm gonna go through. This room actually feels like home. And like when I come here from my cousin's house, I can actually sleep. I get sleepy, and when I go to bed, I just don't scroll through internet or don't I don't need to watch things to sleep. I just get sleepy and I get comfortable when I sleep. I get a good sleep, you know. I don't had it for so long. Like I just have it when I sleep with my girlfriend. But that's it. For the last 5, maybe 6 years, without anyone, I feel like I'm happy in here. I don't feel like it's a phase. And I'm surprised, I'm happy, I'm excited. Now I wanna decorate this fucking room. It's a small room, but I don't care, you know. I wanna decorate it. I mean, in not even in 90 days, in 60 days, 50 days, maybe 2 months tops, I will be in a different country. But I wanna do stuff to this room in those 60 days. After like 14th of January, my finals are gonna be over and I'm gonna be free to do whatever I want to this room. I can get that Garfield and put it over there. In fact, I'm like, I was able to do those things, but I don't know, it just feels cozy, good. It just feels like I'm gonna go through a lot of things. Yeah, I'm happy for it. And I like it. Like, I know I like my table here. I didn't like my where my table was on, on the like last house that we had. I didn't like it at the my cousin's house. I didn't like it when I was living with my high school friends. It's not about them. It's not that I was not happy with them or happy with myself right now at my cousin's house. It's just I don't know. Just in like a note. I know that my girlfriend's gonna watch this, and maybe she'll get happy for me. Maybe she's gonna be a little sad inside because uh, this room makes me also feels like home. She might. I mean, girls, right? He's probably not, but I'm just I just wanna say that like you always make me feel like I'm at home, no matter where I live. Even when you came to stay to my cousin's house, it made me feel like it's my home. I mean, I belong to a house. that I'm happy with you, but since then I am happy, surprised, and excited that this room makes me feel like I'm in a home, not in a house. I don't know what to feel, but in years, this room makes me feel that way. I don't know why, but I'm so fucking happy for it. Thanks for listening till now. If you didn't, thank you for even trying. Uh, yeah, gotta edit and upload this. Probably not gonna edit it. We're just gonna upload it. And I'm so sorry for the camera quality, but I can't do shit, you know? Okay, guys, so we'll be going and sleeping happily again. Good night. Bye.